Good morning. We will now start the Committee on Public Property and Public Works. We want to first recognize we have a quorum that is established. To my right, Councilman O. To my left, Vice Chair Councilman Greenlee and Councilman Dom. With that, Clerk, would you please read the title of the bill?
Bills number 180602, an ordinance authorizing the Commissioner of Public Property on behalf of the City of Philadelphia to enter into a sublease agreement with the Philadelphia Municipal Authority for the use by the city of a portion of the premises located at 100 South Broad Street. And Bill number 180743, an ordinance authorizing the Commissioner of Public Property and the Director of Commerce on behalf of the City of Philadelphia to convey to UL Grant Avenue LLC a parcel of land located in the vicinity of the intersection of Grant Avenue and Academy Road, together with the improvements thereon, under certain terms and conditions.
Thank you. For the record, Bill number 180602 will be held, and again, I will remind the committee and those here in both at the end of our hearing and public meeting that it will also be held. Is there anyone here who wishes to testify on Bill number 180743? Would you please approach, state your name for the record, and you may start with your testimony. And thank you all for attending here this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the Committee on Public Property and Public Works. My name is James Tyrell, Chief Revenue Officer for Philadelphia International Airport. I am pleased to appear before you today to testify in support of Bill number 180743. This bill will authorize the City of Philadelphia through its Department of Commerce, Division of Aviation, Department of Public Property, to sell approximately 8.6 acres at the Philadelphia Northeast Airport, which is not needed for aeronautical purposes. The property is an interior parcel located near the intersection of Grant Avenue and Academy Road. The sale price of $970,000 was determined by an independent appraisal. The property was posted for sale on the city's land bank site, and UL Grant Avenue LLC bid the asking price. Because the property is within the airport's layout plan, the Federal Aviation Administration was required to and did approve a deed of release for the property. Certain navigation restrictions were made part of the deed. Navigation restrictions affect the height of structures that can be placed on the property. Further, the deed stipulates that the sale proceeds must be used for capital or operating costs of Philadelphia Northeast Airport or Philadelphia International Airport. I greatly appreciate the opportunity to speak before you today in support of Bill number 180743 and respectfully request that the rules be suspended to allow first reading at the next council session. I will be happy to answer any questions you may have at this time.
Thank you for your testimony. Chair recognizes Councilman Dom.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning. Just two quick questions. Who is the buyer and how is the property going to be used?
The buyer, the corporate name of the buyer is UL Grant Avenue LLC. It is the Union League of Philadelphia. The Union League owns Frankfurt Tarsdale Country Club, and I believe they're going to relocate some of their maintenance facilities on the site and also improve stormwater management for the facility.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And I also want to state for the record that this property in question has been ridden with vacant structures for several times. So it will be something I think that will improve the quality of life for the neighborhood from a visibility and safety standpoint. So I look forward to ensuring that the Union League continues to be a good neighbor in the community, as well as Councilman Councilman O'Brien. O'Neill. Hello. How about that?
You were getting closer.
I was getting closer, right? That's what happens when you get a long weekend. Anybody else on the committee wish to ask any questions? All right, that being done, I appreciate it. Thank you for your testimony. Is there anyone here joining us today wish to testify on bill number 180743? Thank you so much.
Thanks, Councilman.
All right, this will conclude our public hearing on the Committee of Public Property and Public Works. We will now move to our public meeting. On the Committee of Public Property and Public Work, the chair recognizes Councilman Greenlee on a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move that Bill number 180743 be reported out as committee with a favorable recommendation and that the rules of council be suspended to allow for first reading at our next session of council.
It has been moved and properly second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Bill number 180743 is reported out of committee with a favorable recommendation with the rule suspension as to be heard at our next council session. And a reminder, bill number 180602 is being held at the call of the chair. Thank you so much. This concludes our Committee on Public Property and Public Works.